Yo, what's up my race fans? Welcome back to the PT Target Cup Series for the Credit One Bank 600 here at the Echo Park Speedway. This race will have 35 laps and will not have stages. Let's get on with the starting grid. On the pole, it's Clint Boyer, who is also making his debut in the PT Target Cup Series, taking over for Brian Vickers. He'll start next to Sam Hornish Jr. Row 2 has Tony Stewart and Juan Pablo Montoya. Row 3 it's Greg Biffle and Jamie McMurray. Row 4 it's Kurt Busch and Elliott Sadler. Row 5 has teammates Carl Edwards and Matt Kenseth. Row 6 has Ryan Newman and AJ Allmendinger. And rounding out the field are Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Kyle Busch. Anyways, I have two other announcers here with me today before we start.
What's up guys, I'm Paul.
And I'm Steve. Race announcer decided to add us both in here because simply why not? Now let's let DW start us off.
Flags in the air. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys.
Wow, 3 wide already and the race has only just begun.
In just the first 5 laps, Clint Boyer has managed to hold on to the lead, and it's just his first race.
Well Steve, there's also 30 more laps for these racers to do since there aren't any stages in this race, but don't count the bonus points out yet.
Oh, whatever are you talking about, announcer? I thought bonus points don't apply to stageless races.
Well, you're wrong. In the stageless races, 5 bonus points will be awarded to the top 5 fastest times on lap 30, which is only like what, 25 laps or so away.
Anyways, you two, Kurt Busch is going to take the lead from Boyer. My question is for you two, is will he be able to hold the lead?
Well, Paul, I don't know if he can hold for the whole race, but it's possibility that he could potentially win the race.
But don't forget he also has a DNF from the Texas race because he was one of the racers involved in the first big one of that race. If you wanna go check that race out, check out the NASCAR Noob Wrecker channel today.
Kurt Busch attempts to block Greg Biffle from the outside, and it looks like he's going to fail as he hits the wall hard.
And now it looks like he's being pushed backwards by the 77. And now he spins into the infield, and now the PT Target Racing officials throw the caution.
Oh no, a tire has blown on the 19 of Elliott Sadler and collects McMurray in it as well. Finally, the caution is out.
Let's take a look at the replays and then maybe take a look at a couple POVs of some racers. So what we see is that the 19 loses control of his car and makes contact with McMurray, who tries to find a path to not get hit by the 19 but unfortunately can't do anything as he gets wrecked.
This is the second DNF in a row for Elliott Sadler this season. You've got to wonder if this is just bad luck stacking up or his car just sucks in general.
As the green flag is back out, we will restart on lap 11 with Kyle Busch and Dale Earnhardt Jr. leading the field off to this restart.
As we barely restarted, they go 3 wide once again heading into turn 1.
Now while that's happening, Steve, let's talk about some of the potential candidates that could become season champion.
Well, let's start with our last race winner, Dale Earnhardt Jr. He's been very consistent by finishing in the top 5 in both the Daytona and Texas race.
Although the 18 of Kyle Busch has yet to go to victory lane, he's finished in the top 3 in both the Daytona and Texas races, but like I said before, he's yet to get a win.
While that's true, Steve, I think that Juan Pablo Montoya has potential to make it to the playoffs, but those aren't until after the next 4 races.
The 42 does have potential to be in the playoffs. The thing he lacks is consistency. While he does finish mid-pack and has a stage win, it might not be enough to make the playoffs.
And you can't forget Ryan Newman and Tony Stewart. Both racers are currently mid-pack in the points standings. Both have a finish between 5th and 9th and a DNF each. But could this be the race that turns them both around today, or will they both be caught in another big one?
But if one thing is for certain, every racer here only has 4 more races to score as much points as they can in this first half of the season in order to make eligibility to compete in the playoffs in the second half of the season.
And by the end of race 7, for the track is to be determined, the top 7 racers who make up the most points will compete in the playoffs to determine the season championship.
It looks like we have a fight for the lead between Newman and Montoya again.
I can't wait to see how this plays out.
We might as well watch to see how this ends.
We'll be taking a break, so we'll be right back.
Hello guys, we've returned.
Looks like the 39 of Newman and the 42 of Montoya are still duking it out for the lead.
As Newman moves to the middle lane, they both make contact heading into turn 1.
Wow, I've never seen this occurring in 2 races in a row before.
I haven't either, but this is actually interesting, wouldn't you both agree?
Stewart makes contact with the 42 exiting turn 2. Luckily he manages to save it before a crash would happen.
Wow, I wonder how he actually managed to not wreck.
I wonder why as well, but at least another wreck didn't occur.
We might as well watch to see if Newman and Montoya are done duking it out.
Alright, we're back. Sorry it took longer than expected.
They're still 3 wide as they head into turn 1.
As we are in the final 8 laps of this race, the question I'm asking myself is, will there be a new winner or will Dale Jr. win again?
Hate to interrupt, but they are wrecking.
Montoya's in it, Biffle and Kenseth are in it as well.
And the caution will come out.
Let's watch the replay to see how it happened in the first place.
As they exit turn 2, the 88 attempts to move lanes and make slight contact with the 43, who hits the 42, which sends him into the 88. Then the 43 then causes the 18 to get loose and hit Kenseth, which spins him out.
This is now Kenseth's 3rd straight DNF of the season.
Let's not forget when the 18 comes back up the racetrack to hit the 43 and ends up getting pushed backwards by the 43 and the 99.
We'll be looking at the PO versus at 3 racers. We're restarting on lap 29 with Tony Stewart and Sam Hornish Jr. leading the field off to the restart.
The inside lane is going to be leading as they exit turn 2.
Five laps to go in this race.
I wonder who will win this race.
I think if Tony Stewart can hold on to the lead for at least a few more laps, he might actually win.
Don't forget, announcer, that Edwards was close to winning the race at Texas, but my question is, could this be his race to win?
But don't count out Dale Jr. yet, as he's trying to pass the 14 of Stewart.
He attempts to move, but Stewart blocks him.
Now what the 14 has to do is protect that lead for at least 4 more laps.
2 more laps to go in this race as Dale Jr. may be on his way to getting his second win of the season.
But don't forget the 88 could be passed by any one of these other racers who want to win this race as well.
Now Edwards is gonna take the lead from the inside.
The real concern is if he can hold it for one more time around.
Final lap here at Echo Park. Can Carl Edwards keep his lead or will he lose it at the last minute? Looks like we're gonna have a 3-wide finish.
And it looks like it's gonna be Carl Edwards that wins the Credit One Bank 600 here at Echo Park.
Wow, that was actually a pretty good race, although there wasn't a big one that happened, but anyways, here are the race results and point standings.